Hello. Today is Monday. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. It's a little cold breeze, but I like. But something happened last week that you should know because if you come to Brazil, this can happen to you too. Last week, a foreigner contacted me. He is already living in Brazil for a short time. He was talking to me about a job opportunity. But in the middle of our conversation, he shared something that caught my attention. He told me that he needed a business card for his job. So he decided to buy a service on a digital platform. I won't say the name of the platform of the company just to avoid problems, but it's a very famous platform in Brazil. The first message received from the company was very directly. They say, send me layout of your business card with detail. My client replied, I already sent it. It's a picture exactly how I want it, created with ChatGPT. Then the company answered, no, you need a proper layout. If you want, we can create it for you for an extra 30 reais. My client through it was okay. He paid the extra money. The next day, the company sent him a new version of the business card. But the problem was, it was completely different from what he asked for. The design was changing, the style was different. It's not what he wanted. My client replied again. He said, this is not my business card. I want exactly what I sent to you. And here comes the surprise. Instead of fix the problem, the company simply canceled the order. Now, financially, it's not a big problem. He paid with credit card, so the money would come back. But emotionally, he felt frustrated. He did not understand why the company did not just follow his request. So he asked me, why did this happen? I gave him my honest opinion. I told him, this is something related to culture. In Brazil, in many situations in Brazil, business do not adapt easily to clients. What they offer is what they offer. If you don't like it, you go somewhere else. Of course, not all Brazilians are like this. There are many professionals who are flexible and customer focused. But in general, many people still work in a very fixed way. They don't adapt much to clients' expectation. Then I gave him another example. I asked him, how many Brazilians do you see speaking English? He said, very rare. Even in São Paulo, I don't see many. And I say to him, this starts from school. Even in private schools here in Brazil, many teachers know grammar very well, a bunch of vocabulary, but they don't speak the language in practice. So people grow up with knowledge, but without adaptation to a real life situation. But here is something important. This is not only about Brazil. This kind of situations happen in many countries. I remember one of my international trips. I went to a restaurant and I didn't know anything about the food. It was my first time there. So I asked the waiter for a recommendation. He showed me something on the menu. I asked him, is this food is spicy? He answered, this food is good for you. I asked again, no. is the spice? And he replied again, sir, this food is good for you. He didn't answer my question. He didn't care about what I want. He just tried to impose his opinion. The food was actually delicious. But that moment showed me something. Sometimes it's not about the product. It's about the culture. Now, I'm going back to my client situation. After all the situation, he sent me an email. He told me that he decided to order his business car from his home country. He said something very interesting. He said, I prefer to pay tax and shipping than deal with this frustration again. This is bad for us, because for our culture, and naming our culture, and naming our behaviors, we miss opportunities. And that lesson of this story. When you move to another country, you are not only dealing with laws, documents, or visas. You are also dealing with culture, behaviors, and different way of thinking. Sometimes the problem is not the service, it's the expectation. So my advice is simple. Be patient. You really need to. If you deal with public services, you really need patience. Try to understand how things work locally. And when possible, choose the option that give you less stress, even if it costs a little more. Okay, I hope this videos is a lesson more than immigration law. It's about real life. It's about experience, and this is something you only learn by living it. When you, I see so many times, okay? When you go to public service, you try, go here in Brazil, have a cartório, maybe public banks, or we'll try make a deal with you when you apply for your own visa. You will see some situations over there. This for you maybe looks strange, but sometimes it's about the culture. So be patient, okay? When you come to Brazil, for everything that you do, be patient. I hope you learn something, and I'll see you next video. Bye now.